Veteran Salute, sponsored by DeVaughn James Injury Lawyers.
Well, Wednesday nights are time for our weekly segment, Veteran Salute. It's our chance to honor heroes from our area and thank them for their service. Tonight, 27 News reporter Matthew Johnstone introduces us to Navy veteran Ed Kelly.
Studying horticulture at K-State, the Korean War would bring Topeka native Ed Kelly into an environment he never would have imagined. Serving in the Navy, the fire control technician would fight both enemy forces and the wrath of the ocean. Transitioning from the farm to the ocean wasn't exactly smooth sailing for the Kansan.
First time I got seasick, that was in San Francisco, out in the bay. But I think people may not have the right idea about the Navy. It actually is fighting two different wars. One of them is against the enemy, and the other is against the ocean, the typhoons. And we saw plenty of typhoons.
Ed would see plenty of combat as well, playing a role in the longest naval blockade in modern history, according to the U.S. Naval Institute, the Siege of Kansan. That bombardment lasted 861 days.
And that was to keep the Korean Navy from using it to refuel and reestablish their troops. So we were in that Kansan harbor. Generally, it was about 30 days at a time we would be in there. They credited us with having 3 or 4 direct hits over there, and we never had an injury or never got hit.
Through his time in the military, Ed held 2 drastically different roles.
As a deckhand, you're chipping, painting, wrapping the coils on the lifelines, hanging over the side. Probably the most dangerous job that we had was when we were doing refueling. When you're on board ship, there's no such thing as 4 on and 8 off. You're active most of the day.
Not wanting to stay in that role, Ed requested fire control technician schooling.
I then was working with the fire control. We had worked with the gunfire, controlling the guns. We would align the guns horizontally using the stars and that sort of thing, maintaining the radars for the guns, both the 40 millimeter and for the main one. And that's how I got involved.
After his time in the Navy came to an end, Ed was hired on to work with IBM across Topeka, Kansas City, Arkansas, and more for 35 years. He attributes landing that position to the skills and education he learned through his time in the military. Working for you, Matthew Johnstone, 27 News.
Now, we highlight veterans in our community every week, just like Ed. So if you know someone we could feature in this segment, please check the Veteran Salute section at KSNT.com. Plus, sharing their story isn't the only way we honor these heroes, because each week the featured vet receives a gift. Take a look.
The DeVaughn James Injury Lawyers here with our Veteran of the Week, and that's Fire Control Technician 2, Ed Kelly, who served our country in the United States Navy during Korea. On behalf of all of Kansas, thank you so much for your service.
Thank you for having this. Really enjoy it, and the wife and I both watch it every day, every week.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Veteran Salute, sponsored by DeVaughn James Injury Lawyers.